This mini lesson is about reliability in systematic reviews. As a reminder, reliability helps us to assess the consistency or the trustworthiness of a tool, measure, or something else. And we know that if something is reliable, it allows us to have more confidence in the results. So there are several different parts of systematic reviews where reliability is needed. So first, in the inclusion or exclusion of articles, there are two pieces of that. The title abstract review, when the reviewers would decide if they're going to exclude an article based on the title or abstract because it doesn't fit, or if they're going to review it further in the full text review. And then also part of the inclusion and exclusion of articles is the full text review, where they're making the final decision to exclude or include an article in the systematic review. And remember, those pieces are based on the inclusion and exclusion criteria that you set up for the review. And then the other two pieces of systematic reviews that require reliability are the quality appraisal and the data extraction. So the quality appraisal is looking at the quality of the study design, and it could be a level that you determine it's high, medium, or low quality. It could be a threshold if you're using one of the forms. Could be that you're calculating reliability on certain key items of the quality appraisal. And then data extraction is not quite as straightforward as it may seem, because you have to extract the data in a way that makes it kind of comparable across studies. So there are going to be different metrics and tools and measures, and so figuring out what you're kind of drawing out from each of the studies and knowing that it might not match up exactly with what the articles are providing. So that data extraction piece can be really tricky. So for reliability in systematic reviews, the ideal situation is that 100% of the articles are reviewed independently by two reviewers and that there's consensus on all disagreements. And those reviewers should be blinded to each other's outcomes, meaning they don't know what the other reviewer rated. And there should be a specific strategy or plan in place for resolving differences for doing that consensus piece of things. At a minimum, at least 20% of the articles should be reviewed independently by two reviewers. And if you're doing anything less than 100%, it's important that the reviewers are also blinded to which of the articles will be reviewed by the second reviewer. Then if you're thinking about the results, you want to make sure that you're at 80% reliability, but it's really better to be in the 90 to 95% range for a systematic review. And then if you're doing a larger review, just keep in mind that you want to monitor throughout the process and make sure that you're reliable at the beginning, middle, and end. Calculating the reliability is fairly straightforward. You're going to take the number of agreements and divide it by the number of agreements plus the number of disagreements, which would be your total articles. So if your initial search turns up 200 articles, and you have two people independently review the titles and abstracts of those 200 articles, the reviewers disagree on 15 of the articles, and so you would have 185 agreements and 15 disagreements, and your reliability would be 185 divided by 185 plus 15, or 92.5%, which is sufficient reliability. So that wraps up this mini lesson, and hopefully you have a clear understanding of the reliability in systematic reviews.